Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Thanks for coming out to another episode of the CEC podcast. I am your host, Zeph, the man, the myth, the legend, the one behind this. Well, actually, I'm not the only one behind this. I have my boy, Willie Ain't Never Late, who's also a mastermind behind our other show that we do on Thursday nights, 8 p.m. West Coast time, 11 p.m. Eastern time. That show is called the Switch It Up podcast. That co-host there, I am co-hosting there. Today, my boy Willie Never Late is co-hosting here on the podcast. Welcome in, Willie. Welcome in. Thank you for coming out for another great episode that we're gonna have today. You got anything to say? Welcome in before we get started.
Hey everybody, this is, I'm liking everything that we are doing over here, and today's conversation is going to be very, very intriguing, if I must say.
Oh, it's gonna be intriguing. So today's conversation, if you read the title on your release of the podcast, we are talking about the rise of everyday AI and how it is taking over and changing everything around what we do. Now, before we get started with our topics, I want to say this. There's been so many movies made about AI taking over and how bad it is for the world and how it's going to be the death of humanity. But the funny thing is, there was one movie I recall, iRobot. The Will Smith in the movie, he's going to the big dude's headquarters of the robot people, and he tells them the new campaign ad should be robotics crapping on the little people because they're taking over all the jobs. It was so funny that like when he said that quote, robotics taking over and crapping on the little guys. Paraphrasing, not sure exactly. I don't exactly remember how he exactly said it, but like, my co-host is gone. AI took over. AI's back. So let me ask you one question before we get started. I was quoting the movie. I was semi-quoting the movie iRobot when Will Smith said the robot's taking over and crapping on the little people. Do you personally feel like AI take over, good or bad?
I'm gonna say a little bit of both.
Okay.
In the workforce, I'm gonna go good and bad because one, a lot of jobs are going to be taken away due to AI because they're going to figure out. They started it off slow by putting in self checkouts.
Yep.
That was an introduction to that part. Now,
okay.
Now in the fast food restaurants, when you drive through, it ain't even the person. You have to ask to talk to them because now they have machines up.
Yes, they do.
No one at the registers. They using more people in the back to get the food out fast. They figured if we use computers to take orders, then the manpower can be more on production.
Right.
And so what that does is that takes away from cashiers. That takes away from
baggers.
Information. Someone giving you information. You don't need the information.
Just human touch, human interaction.
Yeah, you don't need no one to give you information. Now you just press a button and go, where do I want to go? Go left and go right. And then when you see the second door, you'll be right there.
Do you remember the time when you would go to McDonald's as a kid? You walk in there, playground outside, restaurant, people sitting down eating, everybody behind the counter, 4 or 5 cashiers, everybody just sitting there doing something. People flipping burgers and making the food. Now you go in there, it's like kiosk. It's like somebody up front, order number 45. Like,
correct.
Like, the human touch is just like leaving. Okay, so going into our first segment, one more thing before we go on our first segment. The self-driving cars that's Ubering now. Have you seen those? Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Is that not the craziest? Like, I remember watching Dick Tracy and talking to your watch was the craziest thing you could think of.
That part.
And now we're doing it every day. Oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I hear you. So, for everybody who's new out there, you're wondering, we're talking about AI. If you have no clue what AI is, let's discuss what is AI. Yes, it's all the stuff you see being created equally, just created out there, whatever. But we have a different AI, or artificial intelligence, simply means machines that can learn, think, and act like humans, sometimes even faster. Whether it's your smart speaker, your Netflix suggestions, your job applications, AI is working behind the scenes 24/7. What do you got to say for that, Willie?
So, 24/7.
Yes, let's discuss that part of how AI is always working. Give us some examples of how you've seen AI working 24/7.
I think I kind of just touched a little bit on it just now that you got stores now. I want to say it's either Google or Amazon that like even like the hospitals, you don't have to have no one in there,
right,
to cash people out at the airport. You go in there and order your food, and all you do is, you can get an account where all you do is tap your card when you walk in, go get your food. When you come out, the computer scans everything in your basket and rings you up and charges you.
Have you seen Whole Foods where you can scan your right palm and check out? So when I think of 24/7 AI working, I think about on your social media. When you're talking to somebody about something, then you look through social media and you see all these ads for what you did, like a cruise or airline tickets. Like you start seeing stuff on your news feed or your commercials or your advertisements is all around what you were just talking about. Would you determine that being an illustration of how AI is working 24/7 in the background, constantly on you, constantly listening?
Oh, you got TVs.
Yep.
If you don't turn the thing off, like you say, your phone, you say something, it'll put it in your search in the search engine. You be like, dang phone listening to me. So yeah.
So if there's one movie that you can relate to in this first segment, we're talking about AI. What movie would you reference, and where would you see us now in that time when the movie first came out to now? What would you say was a good movie for that?
You know what? It's an old school movie for me. And it seemed like it was light years before, we could understand it. Back to the Future 2.
You know what's funny? You say that, but earlier today, I was trying to find something to watch, and guess what came up? A suggestion.
What,
Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Is that not... So, in reference to Back to the Future 2, where would you say we're at in today's time compared to where that movie was at when it was made in 1989 or whatever it was, 1990, and what they predicted to be happening around this time now, the 2020s?
Cars, electric cars.
Okay.
The talking cars.
Hoverboards.
Compression jacket.
Shoes, jackets. Cisco WebExing. Video conferencing. Wi-Fi and video conferencing. Or the TV play channel this channel.
I give you another one.
Go ahead.
Do you remember Max for Pepsi?
Yes.
That's
a good one. That's another good one. And like when you talk about AI in the future, we both said it can be kind of scary to a degree. Because it is ever learning. It's ever evolving. Do you think that by ever evolving, ever learning, do you think they could actually take over as an iRobot?
You mean as in, I think that it's a possibility.
Okay.
Because there is, anytime man puts his hand on something, it's never perfect. The only creation that was ever made to perfection was the creation of man. God made us in His own image.
Okay.
And with that, we had no. Think about this. You had no deficiencies. You had nothing wrong with you. When you come out, those things are generated through hereditary.
Right.
But the first creation of man never came out with being sick or colds or anything like that. But when man puts his hands on certain things,
things go sideways.
God never had to do a test run. Said, let me go make this one man and let him live for a little bit. And if he doesn't act right, I kill him off
and make another one. Or reboot his heart, reboot his system, and start up like a reboot, send an update or something.
So many other companies now, what they have to do to create the perfect product, is they have to do a test run.
Okay. So before you go any further, you mentioned in the palm of our hands, like things being right there and God creating it with His hands. Let's discuss AI being actually in the palm of your hand, as if we are creating something, like we're playing God. So let's discuss some things around ChatGPT and the voice assist and how it's all powered by this intelligence. And do you see it as a convenience or not a convenience to have this stuff? And if it's such a convenience, why is it not good for us?
It makes you dependent. If something, for example, you have a digital Bibles now.
Right.
Digital books that you can go and read.
Yep.
Now, at this time, I believe Disney bought the NIV version.
Uh-huh.
They've already started changing scriptures in the Bible.
Okay. So let's speak on this dependency, and changing things. I'm gonna ask you a question. And I don't want this to be like an interview type thing, but I have a question for you.
Oh no, you good. Yeah,
I have a question for you.
I love this.
So when we're talking about like dependency, do you think if you gave a 30-year-old handwritten directions to go somewhere, no cell phone, nothing to electronically use, let's say it's a 30-minute trip.
Okay.
You write it out for them. This direction, right? We like back in the day, we used to go on there, MapQuest, print it out, give them directions. 30-minute trip. Do you think they can get there without getting lost? No phone, no electronics. Today, right now. You give a 30-year-old directions from MapQuest. Put them in a car with no GPS, no cell phone, and a 75-cent. Hopefully, find a payphone. Would he get lost?
I'm gonna probably say the average person, yeah. If you don't give it to them in a form where they can truly be able to say, okay, this is how you find this area. Now it's like, it doesn't matter where I go. Knows I got a car and my WAS information or Apple Maps, Google Maps, I can find anywhere.
Right.
Don't let something be like in the middle of the building. Instead of a person, common sense, say, okay, I'm here. Let me walk around. They'll keep driving around the block. Oh, I don't know where it's at. I don't know where it's at. I don't know where it's at. It says it's here, but I don't know where it's at. Get out your car. So that's where I say dependency on these certain things will, I think, ultimately give people a level of being lazy. It's a difference. I'm not. I will say because we have built more land.
Yeah.
That GPS definitely helps everyone.
It does.
But say like for the average person, just say, let me just go right down the street. We may have some people coming in. Some people do want to come in right now and want to talk about this.
Bring them in. That's what they say.
So I'm going to make some of these people co-hosts on here.
On your TikTok, right?
Yep.
So while you do that, I watched my dad. I was in Memphis recently, and I watched my dad get ready for a trip to go out of town. And this man literally pulled out. He literally pulled out a map book.
Well, hello. How you doing?
How are you?
Good. We are right. Welcome in. Welcome in. We are.
Accident, y'all.
We are on.
Go ahead.
We are. I'm the co-host. We are on the CEC podcast right now, and we're talking about how AI has affected today. Do you guys have any questions on that?
No, because we knew it was coming.
Okay.
So the question. Ask them this.
It's been being said for years now that AI was going to end up controlling everything, or computer technology, some way was going to be controlling. Now you don't even have to really get out your car and go grocery shopping.
That's what we did.
We just got through saying that.
You can literally Bluetooth your list to your car. Your car will go and pick everything up and bring it back to you.
we was just discussing that.
We thank you. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it.
Do y'all know how to drop this? Because I was not trying to do this.
Let me see if I can go.
So you see the little button on the end that says host?
Yep.
At the bottom left side of your corner, it'll say host. Yes. Hit that button. And at the top part of that, you're going to see 3 dots. And you'll see like a little square with the arrow.
Okay.
Hit that, and it'll then press disconnect, and then it'll be out.
Okay.
Thank you, O.
All right. So
Wait a minute.
we were discussing.
And I do apologize. Let's try this again. So she said press more.
Turn them down just a little bit, Willie. Okay. So we were talking about maps, and I was telling you that my dad literally pulled a map book out to show. Okay, look, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go up this way. It's gonna take. And I remember he taught me how to read a map. And if you've never seen an actual map book, it is gonna be very useful if you need to get one. You should definitely get one and learn how to measure the miles with the lines between your pinkies.
Yeah.
Like you literally take it's a map book you take, and you have to sit there and be like, okay, 1 pinky, 2 pinkies, 3 pinkies. So from this pinky line to that pinky line is 150 miles. This one's 300 miles. So you would tell the miles by it's 5 pinkies long. Okay, 900 miles, whatever the situation was. Like, I don't think people can actually do that anymore. I know I can. That's how I learned. I'm not sure how you was taught how to read a map, but that's things that we have to look at. So, in that being said, you mentioned, and me saying reading a map and looking for this right here, and getting dependency. That leads us to a third segment of working harder, not smarter with AI.
Right.
So, being that we're looking at working smarter, do you feel like that's also dumb things down to where we're so dependent, we forgot how to work harder at things?
I would say that
in some kind of degree.
Yes and no, because as I was saying before, when it was just farming, you didn't have to worry about these type of things. You didn't have to worry about doing anything like that.
Right. But keep going.
But to actually have like warehouses and things like that, you now have to use equipment, technology to make production faster.
Yes. So we're making it faster.
Faster, as they would say, faster and efficient.
Okay. So let's go back to this working thing. Me and you both are into audio and video stuff. Mm-hmm. We've both done stuff in churches, live, inside, outside. So you remember the old analog mixing boards versus the new digital mixing boards. We both experienced that shift from analog. Every knob was turned. You set up in one place, go somewhere else, got to redo the whole setup again because you got to zero everything. Now you got the new boards. You just push a button and it calls back your last show or a new scene. When we're speaking about that kind of technology, that is still AI. It is still, again, as you say, you're taking away something to make something quicker and easier. Do you find it also can affect the quality of something?
It does. When you make things at and I say quantity size, there's always going to be, how can I say it? When you try to duplicate something that is already good,
right?
The more you duplicate it, the less imperfect it becomes. So, if I try to take a noodle and I'll go ahead, for example,
you bake. So let's talk about how would you describe that with the baking situation?
So
you said noodles, so that threw me into the fact that you do baking stuff.
Let's go with like say so. I'm a baker,
right?
I do like pastries. Not every crust is cut the same,
right?
Depending on how I put it in the pan, depending on how I lay it. Even if I did the same way, sometimes that crust does not come down the same. Now, when you put this stuff in manufacture, there's a certain way that it's going to come down.
Yep.
But what happens is, what they have done so much now is that they have made it to where you'll get the same taste.
Mm-hmm.
Some apples, like say you make apple pie, you may get apple pie that may just have a lot of filling and no apples.
Yep.
But that's what they're going to push out, and guess what? No one's going to complain because, you are getting just a piece of what they're making. It's not, how can let me correct that. Let me double back on that.
Okay.
So when you take something that is being copied.
Yep.
Yes. If you put it in a machine, it's never going to come out perfect. But what a machine will do, it can make it come close to perfect.
Right.
Because if you already got a sheet of paper, and a lot of people that see this show is going to probably say, you get a sheet of paper, how many times have you looked on your paper and one of the lines may be faded?
Yep.
One of the lines may be.
Or that red line on the side is dark. It's darker at the top, getting to the bottom is a little lighter.
Yeah. So
every time.
So that original template didn't have no fade on it.
No.
But because they put it through manufacture and they put it through production.
Yep.
The more copy. If you go and make a copy of something,
the
more copies you made, the more it fades.
It does. It does.
So that's what I would say AI does. And I say workforce. I think now in today's time, it's become more efficient.
It has.
You got even pastors using AI to do their sermons.
ChatGPT.
I'm just saying.
But see but see, you're speaking to that. But that also, but see, what's funny is because you remember. So let's just take, for instance, a pastor using ChatGPT to write a sermon out for him.
Right.
You remember when you would do a resume, you would write your resume out, you had to actually physically write it out and word it correctly to fit something. And now we got check, make a resume for this right here. Resume for marketing, resume for sales. So you can really tailor stuff to kind of create that perfect but imperfect situation of something. Right? Is that what you're saying? That's what you're going with it, right? You know, the making an apple pie in the machine versus by hand. Right. And the original being flat on, like solid, whereas the copies is kind of fading out.
But they would say, "Oh, Big Mama had made an apple pie," and then you got people that have put their mama's recipe in the stores.
Yep.
But it's not the same. They go, it's not the same as that the way Big Mama made it.
No, because it's the skillet, or it's the oven, or it's the way she seasoned this or seasoned that. You can over season something and it turn out perfectly because you put it in with a bunch of things, or it's that skillet she used to do the cooking that's been baked in for years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the taste is always different. So let's stay on this one for a little bit, just a few more moments of the working situation. Because my background that used to be behind me in the corner, you made that.
Right.
You made the intro video.
Okay.
Now let's take that. Let's take those three things. Well, two, background, intro, video. AI generated, right? AI helped you make those quickly. Okay. AI created yours, right?
Right.
Now, how long would it have taken us to make those 5 years ago?
So you're probably not going to get this. You're probably going to get this on a strip.
Yep.
And it's going to be a light going through it and projected on the wall. Which what AI has done. AI has allowed us to be able to have projectors in our room.
Yes, it has.
So,
but it's funny. It's funny because we're talking about AI and the good and bad, but we use it in so much of stuff that we do on a daily basis. Like with the videos we make on TikTok. The videos, I pushed out 8 videos a day on TikTok, all AI generated. Now, I would have did those 8 videos would took me weeks to make. Those 8 videos I put out a couple days ago would took me weeks to make if I had to sit there, shoot it, edit it, and add the effects in. I made 8 videos in like 2 minutes. It took longer to upload it than it did to make the video. So that's what we're saying, like, AI is not a bad thing. It's very helpful. It is working harder. It is kind of working smarter, not harder. But there are downsides to it, though. Which kind of goes into the next part.
Hold on real fast.
Okay, what we got?
So, welcome in, everybody. We are talking about how AI is changing today. Granny Peach, that's what we're talking about. If you want to come up, ask some questions. I'm the co-host. We have our host here, Mr. Z.
Yes, ma'am.
And he is here going through and answering questions. So if you guys want to come up, please come up and
ask a question and we'll answer.
And ask questions and engage, if you want to.
So we're talking about AI. Well, let's go to the next part of this. We covered the smarter, not harder. We covered the overall, just of what it is. But let's talk about the health, wellness, and the smart living of AI. So it kind of goes back to the whole shopping, smart living. You ain't got the card. You can have everything delivered to you.
Yeah.
put your order in. Huh?
That's what she just said.
Yeah. Yep. So we're going to touch more on that though. Let's touch more on that issue, around that topic, because during COVID, that's what everybody did. Everybody was like, and I believe that's when that whole shopping, don't go out no more shopping thing was really took off.
It did.
And like the whole, like you said, the whole in-store self-service was really pushed more during that 2020 time frame, because everybody didn't want to go out. You couldn't go out, couldn't go to the store. So the delivery, this whole smart living and the whole, we said, health and wellness really became more AI centric. I mean, like your workout plan now is generated by AI. Oh, if you're this, you see it all the time on these channels. If you're this old, you want to do this workout. And AI's gonna track everything for you. We got a question?
We do have a guest.
Okay, what's up? Who's the guest? Talk to me. Welcome in, guest.
Hello. Welcome to the CEC podcast.
They having a little technical difficulties over there?
It looked like they trying to come in, but I can't see them.
Okay. So while you get that worked out, I want to discuss a bit more of the health and wellness. Until they're ready. But the health and wellness part of AI, they have that tracker now, this little thing you can put in your shoes that can read to your phone, that can tell you exactly what's going on with, because you saw that transition from the little pedometer meters, you just putting a belt clip, and it's like manually tell you how many steps you took. You used to put on your child, let them run around, get more steps in to cheat.
Perfect example. We're both gamers.
Yes, we are.
And can you remember when you had to stand out or go to the store and wait in line for your video game?
Yep.
How exciting that was.
Oh, man, you meet people.
To see all the kids and stuff. Guess what AI has helped? You can sit right in your living room and buy your games digital. Never have to go meet no one at the store and then play your game in less than 30 minutes.
Yep. Unless you got it early, then you download it and wait 12 hours to play it the next day.
Guess what? Look what happened. AI done it again.
So let's speak on that a second though, because we talk about how good it can be, but we talked about a little bit how the bad side is. But the one thing that we haven't touched on is really touched on is the losing of the human interaction in all this. Like, you lose a lot when you don't have that human interaction. Like, just going to like you said, like, let's just going to the GameStop, standing in the line, waiting hours for this game. You would talk to people and meet people, and you would set up game parties. Like, you would actually set up to everybody come to the house and play that game together. Now you sit there and play it. Oh, hey, you got the game? Yeah. For instance, me and you. You're in California. I'm in Georgia. What are we doing? We're doing this right here. Then later on, we'll probably be on a game together. 3 hours apart, playing the same game. Hey, dude, I got you. Yeah, what's up? It's that kind of stuff that's like, where's this human interaction?
So, to add to that, we're talking about how COVID changed a lot of things and how AI made it easier for things. Let's talk about how AI, small stages. Let's talk about the health and wellness of smart living. Healthcare is smarter. With X-rays, tracking your heart, reminding you to take your meds, your Apple Watch, like you said earlier. It's like now you have a doctor in your pocket.
You really do. You really do.
You can do your doctor's appointments online. You got street lights that can, now you get into an accident, those cameras will report to the agency or whoever you have your insurance with to show that accident
Yeah.
You know, before you get a hit and run.
Oh well. Good luck finding that car.
You know, you get to, and like
but
you
hold
talking
on.
about,
But hold on. Even right there, just the accident portion. 10 years ago, you have any kind of wreck. You got people out there trying to figure out what happened, who did it, how did this car get here. It'd be a whole scene. Now you go see a wreck. If it's not a bad wreck, it's one cop information sharing. They pull the footage down because AI took the footage.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But keep going. What you saying though?
You have like when we were talking about the maps.
Yeah.
Maps have now allowed you to like we talking about self-driving cars. Like you they even have self-driving trains.
So
you just get in. It already has a destination. You know, they go in, do a little research. You know, a little service. You know, and they have someone walking around, and just in case something happens. But they ain't got to do that no more. You know.
So yet again, we're talking about job losses in this whole thing.
Job losses.
And a human interaction with people. So question real quick. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I have a few questions for you.
Oh, let's go.
About the concerns and change of life.
Yeah.
Now it's not all roses.
Right.
With jobs collecting our data and raising some real proficiency questions, it's also exposing tech gaps between communities.
Yes.
And that's why we've gotten informed and being able to stay educated and stay ahead of things that, we may not can see. For the average worker that goes into their day-to-day, how much at ease do you think that gives today people to know that if there's an accident before me, I can just look at the Google Maps and then it tells me there's an accident ahead of me? How much comfortable has that made the consumer, the working man, the person going to school, delivery people, on their day to day? How has that made them more comfortable?
Well, okay. So just in that aspect, it makes it a whole lot more comfortable because if you commute to work as a delivery person, you are scheduling your route according to where you're going. Prime example, I had a job where I worked at FedEx Ground. My job overnight was to load the trucks up that go out to people's houses and deliver the packages, right? I was the map. He didn't have a GPS map telling me where to go. I was the map. I put the boxes on that truck. This zip code goes here. This zip code, the package in this goes here. Right. These boxes for this zip code go here on this shelf. And this stuff is this zip code. And I put it in order, address-wise. So we would have to physically put it in order. So when he goes driving, the zip code's first, I'm going here. Boom, boom, boom. And I say that because there was no map. There was no real map system for him to say, oh, there's an accident in this zip code, so let me go here first, then come back to the top of this zip code and go and continue my route. But now with that helpful technology of it's slow down here, it's a bad accident over here, road closures over here.
Hello, welcome to the CC Podcast.
It helps us out a whole lot with saving time.
You want to get out?
It saves us time on deliveries, being on time. It keeps everything together to where people, it's almost you can get your stuff before like if you you put something in and say, hey, before noon. It's there before noon because of all the technology we had to say, hey, delay over here, wreck over here, roads closed over here. So I think it's a very great thing to have, and it's more comfortable because when you travel out of town, for instance, you got Waze telling you police up ahead. Police up, like if you like me, you're doing 85, 90, 95 on the highway, trying to go somewhere because you got an 8-hour trip. Because what was before that? It was the little radar detector. You had the windshield. Beep, 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 beep. But then it goes off, you're like right there on them. But Waze is the police up ahead, half a mile. You start slowing down already. You know what I'm saying? So the technology in that aspect is very comfortable knowing, and it's very good to have it in your pocket at that time. Even in going to work, like I work in the tech industry, and we're constantly like, let's make an app for that.
Correct.
How can AI help us with this? And I'm sitting thinking, damn, that goes my job. Like I'm gonna write the app to replace me one day. Like, can you imagine sitting there? And it actually happened. This actually happened somewhere. This dude created a whole entire AI for Microsoft Teams. Wow. Helped them with Teams, and they turn around and let that department go. But it's like, that's what's going to happen, though. When you talk about work and talk about the technology and being in the workplaces and being so great and comfortable to do stuff, it's like, for instance, your microphone, my microphone. How many guys would it have took to reduce sound coming in from behind us to keep everything on set? No noise.
Right.
Now, microphone says, oh, anything other than voice, take it out.
Right.
Cancellation. AI does that daily. Everywhere you go into conference rooms, meeting rooms, plays, production. Like, you go to a play back in 1990, they had the headset on. You can hear all the yeah. Now you go to play in 2020, same microphone. You don't hear nothing but the voice. You don't hear no extra air, nothing. It's great, but somebody lost a job on that too, though.
But you know what the bottom line is?
What's that?
AI is not the future.
It can't be the future.
It's the present.
It's now. We're living in it.
So not our host. I'm gonna ask you people out there.
Everybody out there, talk to us.
Are you using it? Or is it using you? Either way, it's time to switch it up.
You have to switch it up.
But with that being said, you have to create entrepreneurships that's going to change the world. And learning it.
Right.
It leverages you out in the world today, and allows you to lead yourself into things not depending on AI, but let it assist you. Because that's the only way that we're going to grow, is that this is where the world is today. And
yeah, very much so. Very much so.
You stay in prehistoric time, you're gonna be left in prehistoric time. It's funny. I have someone that I hold dear to my heart who got me into sound, and he wants to play bass.
Right.
And when we said, we can get you some music, the first thing he said was, "Can you put it on CD for me so I can learn it?" I said, Unc, we're not using CDs. We MP3s. You use your phone. I can give you a playlist. You go, what?
Yeah,
playlist. I can't crank that up on my phone or my MP3 player. If I put it on CD, I can go back, and rewind it, and I can listen to it. But I'm making this point not to make fun of, but this is where some people are at.
They are.
Some people, even the simplest thing that people don't even know that AI has allowed you to use. Instant grits, instant oatmeal, instant eggs.
financial situations.
Look, you can get your eggs without the yolk in it.
But not even just food, but your finances.
Yep.
Balance checkbook out. Your monthly, you can put together a whole budget.
Watch this.
Go ahead, talk to me.
No, you. How many of y'all on Friday morning or a Thursday night that know you get your check at 12 o'clock, wake up? You're not gonna wait for your check to come in the mail.
Nope.
You're gonna look to see that deposit.
Yep.
That AI has helped you with to try to see, did I get paid yet? Did my check cover what I just spent?
What I just brought.
Or better yet, let me move some money around so the bill collector don't take that. Yep. When you got your check, it was just a matter of get your money, put it in your wallet, and you went to go pay stuff on your own.
Yes.
Now, going back to what you said earlier, reason why I'm bringing this up, how has it made people dependent on it, right? Does it hurt them? Because now, by you depending on being able to see your paycheck virtually,
yep,
you're now creating more debt for yourself because you go, I know I got money coming in, so if I
spend this little bit over here extra,
if I go over my amount, I might be overdrafting by $75 in my account. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. My check can cover it. Unlike when you didn't have nothing like that, you had cash that check, and you said, guess what? If I don't want to pay that bill, I ain't got to pay it right now. That joke that people always say, I'll put something on it.
Yeah.
I'll put something on it.
Put something on it.
So yeah, that's how I think that's how AI has it has brought more. It has brought more growth, but it's also brought more problems. And depending on who you're talking to, it affects people differently.
It does. It can very well do it because you do get that mindset. Well, okay, I get paid in 3 days. I got this right here, but I need this today. Okay, and if you get real smart, like, okay, I can overdraft up to a negative 150 in my account before I can't use something else. So it's gonna put me at negative 80. So I still got another $40, $50 to play with before I can't use it no more. So I'll go ahead and get this today because AI tells me, or this online banking, this AI now tells me, in 48 hours your check will be pending, which will cover what you're negative already. So what's O saying? I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul.
That part right there.
I'll take it from Peter today, and I'll pay Paul when I get.
Yep.
Like, it is so funny to actually think about how that, because you like check old days. You go to your checkbook. This check goes to the gas. This check goes to lights, power, food, car, rent/mortgage. You go ahead and write all of that in your checkbook out. Like, okay, calculator. Okay. Oh, we got $5 over for 2 weeks. Did I miss any checks over? Okay, you got the checks number 101. Okay, well, ties. Okay, that's 10 more dollars. It's like, dadgummit. Whew. And you can't do anything else because those checks start bouncing back. Those fees hit hard.
Right.
And checks do come back. They usually come back in the mail to you. Bounce back. Oh man. But you said something that was great. You said something that was nice. You said the entrepreneurial part of it. And the changing. Because the CZ podcast is about creativity, entrepreneur, and changing. So we cover AI in the creative aspect. Like today, we're using AI right now to cover this topic. We're creating a channel for people to understand what things are coming, how to create things, and we use it every day. You create backgrounds, you create videos. I edit with AI. Whereas back in the day, I would have to do, cutting and actually spicing things back to make a film. Now I can just throw it on my computer and keep going. But entrepreneur side of it is, how can we as society use this AI to generate income for ourselves? That's where we need to go next. Like, not just for the big businesses, like your Microsofts or your Wells Fargo or Truist or Google or you name a company. Right. Like, how can we, as the smaller people who don't have a team of engineers, we need to sit down and figure out how can we make this to help us create revenue. And I think you touched on it a little bit. You can like use it, like understand it, grow it within your area, and push it out there as a product. And you can hire some. And you like if you need help, you can hire somebody. Now you're creating a job for somebody else. Hey, let me learn AI. Help me build this up.
Yep.
So we gotta also think we also gotta be on that same page of entrepreneur and changing the game a bit. Like we need to, we as people should control the change of AI, not AI changing us. And some people can get caught up in change, like AI change them, whereas we're not changing it to help us create, build, and generate. Now the big companies, they do it all day long, but we are now on that note. Let's start using this AI to create for us and change, and we change it to help us help somebody else. Like this podcast, if we can get this podcast to blow up, we can leave it for someone else to run for us, or we'll do something else. You know what I'm saying? You're creating something now. You're creating, and now you have your own entrepreneurial channel of podcasting. We created jobs through AI. So that's where we're going now. Like, let's get to the entrepreneur side. Hey, wake up, people! Wake up! Don't let AI change you. You use AI. You change AI to help you out.
Right.
Like, don't get ran over.
Don't look like the statement I said. Is AI using you or are you using it?
But I bet some people are probably scared to answer the question because they know it's using them, and they're not using it.
Yeah.
And it's sad to see that happening. It is very sad to see somebody saying, "Oh, I need a CD of that," or "I need to see it wrote down somewhere," or "I don't understand the cloud," or "I don't understand the memory storage." Like you can't get lost in the shuffle.
Just think about this. I give you a perfect example right in our face today.
What's that?
Right now. We are in two different states, and AI has allowed us to come together and make a podcast and communicate over the airways to different people. AI
globally. And it's funny, but this is where we're using AI. AI is not using us though. This is a prime example of us using AI, or even just TikTok or any social media today. People use it to get things out there, and they use it for their betterment. Some people do, some people don't. I mean, it is what it is. But you're right. We're using it. It's not using us right now. We've took advantage of how can we create something to get out to people and like say, hey, it's just two of us doing this, talking about things, showing you how to do things, helping you understand where things are going and what we're going to do differently to make it happen. So with that being said, Mr. Willie, you had some good news today because of AI. You want to share that news?
You know,
you got to share. You got to share it. You got to give us a little taste away. You got to share it because that's a big step in entrepreneuring through AI for you. Tell us what happened.
Let me just say it like this. Because I don't want to. What you call?
Don't put on it. Just tell us this. Just give us a situation.
I just say that there's opportunity for me to take my bakery business and introduce it to a world-renowned superstar. And if this happens, it could be big for my entire team. So continue, those that are watching this, pray for me, my team, and this opportunity, because this could be the start of us being in the limelight of something totally different that we could have not even imagined to be on different levels. The people that we can meet, the people that we can talk to.
Yes.
This could be groundbreaking for us. So, yes.
And the reason why I wanted you to talk about that was because we're talking about AI and creating something and changing the game. And because you used AI, because of the platform that allowed you to be able to create and reach out without going and stand in line or stalking somebody, trying to see where they're at, hey, is this person, where's the person at? Where's it? You were able to, and they responded. Yes. And they're like, oh yeah, let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? But that it goes into what I'm saying. You use something that could be bad, harmful. You using it to help a team out, to generate something to help us grow to the next level. So that's why I want you to tell that story, because we use that. We you can see how it helps out when it's done right. Right. So we are coming to the end of our show. We want to thank everybody for coming out today. Anything in closing from you, Mr. Willie?
I just would like to say, tell everyone thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
To the CEC podcast.
Don't forget to tune in next Thursday.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, which
Please.
We are on right now. Until next time, stay sharp, stay woke, stay innovative. With your creativity, and share and explore new ideas to change the world. And with that, I thank everyone. Z, do your thing.
All right, so I'm going to close it out a little different today. This is called the random thought section of things that we just don't understand. I'm going to give you 3 quotes that are just so random, that just don't make sense, but we use it like it's everyday terminology. 1, the old saying is, it's like herding cats. What does that mean? Why would anybody want to use an example of, oh, this is so hard, it's like herding cats? Just say, this is hard to do. Another one, break a leg. How does that mean good luck to anybody? A broken leg is not good luck for nobody. Go break a leg. Why? Just say, go have fun and good luck. Last one. Cut to the chase. Why do I want to cut to the chase? Just say, tell it to me quickly. Okay, what's the point? No, you want to say cut to the chase. Who in their right mind is coming up with these phrases that mean nothing of what they're saying?
I'm gonna add one to what you just said.
What's that, sir?
It's something that my family used to say back home. As young kids, we didn't even understand what it meant.
What's that?
Until I got older in my teens and found out what this meant, I was so pissed. You that thing on the horse's tail.
You that thing on the horse.
Under the horse's tail.
Under the So instead of calling you a butthole, they said you the thing on the horse's tail.
So I won't say who said it, but they told us that meant you're the backbone. But we took it as
you the
butt.
You
the butthole.
Yes, you the butthole.
You know, and the way they used to say it, boy, you that thing on the horse's tail. And we were like, oh, thank you, yeah, you. Ain't can't nobody do it like you. You that thing on the horse's tail.
Yeah. So in that note,
Random
why don't you go build a plane while it's flying?
Yep, and that'll do it. That'll do it.
Thank y'all for coming out. Thank you for being with us today.
Yes.
We'll see y'all next week. Well, no, we'll see you next Thursday.
So, if you
8
mind me,
p.m. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Keep going.
We'll see you next Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our other channel where Willie's the host. Let's Switch It Up podcast. And
so he is leaving out something on the Switch It Up podcast. Like he said, it comes on YouTube. We are in a generational wealth.
Yes, we are.
Workshop, and we had a amazing person, which is my bishop's wife, Barbara Richardson, come on. We're going to have another remarkable person, the person that allowed us to have the host of this show even be alive today, which is the father of this show.
Yes. My dad will be there next week.
He will be on the Switch It Up podcast, and yours truly, make sure I do this, will be hosting that show.
Oh, I am hosting that show, ain't I?
He will be hosting that show, so get your popcorn ready, because I'm going to tell you this. Father, son, son, and father, I got to see this.
You will definitely see something. On that note, we are out. Thank y'all for coming. Thank you.